we are going to present some of the work carried out by the RTDI unit of SatSen in the Earth Observation Applications pilot. SatSen's mission is to support the decision-making and actions of the European Union in the field of common foreign and security policy by providing products and services resulting from the exploitation of relevant space assets and collateral data. The SatSen Research, Technology Development and Innovation Unit is implementing new operational solutions looking at the whole Earth observation and collateral data lifecycle. The application we have developed computes the coherence. The analysis of the coherence is very useful for change detection since it identifies the changes in both the amplitude and the phase. The inputs that the application needs are two Sentinel-1 single-look complex products. The application is written in Python and the process is computationally intensive. The final output is an RGB containing the backscatter of both images and their coherence. This is an example of the RGB output. White pixels mean higher backscatter in both images and also high coherence. Yellow means high backscatter in both images but low coherence. For example, in the containers in the harbour. Blue means low backscatters and high coherence. For example, in the centre of the image, Sydney's airport. To deploy and run your application in a platform has many advantages. Reduced cost for managing and maintaining IT systems, infrastructure and services. More flexible, since there is no need for long procurement processes. More scalable. Pay only for the resources you use at each moment. Ready-to-use services like security, networking, automatic updates, replication, disaster recovery. When talking about Earth observation applications and the huge volume of data they usually need, it's more performant to move the application to the data instead of copying and transferring the products. Finally, the application developers can focus on the application and forget about other issues. The advantages of implementing a platform-agnostic applications are build once, deploy everywhere. It comes at practically no cost. It is possible to execute where it is more relevant considering the data availability, the infrastructure cost, specific agreements. Facilitate the collaboration. Share or commercialize your application to a wider market, users, and benefit from their feedback. To deploy the application in a platform, the first step you need is to prepare a Docker image with the application. Then, you need to prepare the description of your application so the platform knows how it is executed. What are the inputs and outputs? Has it any special requirements? This can be done with different formats. Finally, you can deploy your application following the specific platform's manual and start to use it. Besides creating the Docker containing the application, some changes are needed in the application. The processes of discovery and retrieval of the inputs is more efficient on the platform side, since it knows which are the resources available locally. So it is recommended to rely on the platform for these tasks and to adapt the application to receive directly the inputs mounted in a folder. It is needed to generate a metadata file with information about the output so the platform is able to catalog the output and be able to access to the results later. On Spacebel platform, it is possible to use their web interface to deploy the application and execute it. The deployment is very easy. The application developer can both to use the interface to describe the application or directly to upload the CWL file using the Upload Package tab. Once the application is deployed, the application will be available in the list of applications, and it is possible there to indicate the inputs and run it. Finally, it is possible to access to the different executions in the Execution Results tab for downloading the outputs or checking the logs. We can conclude that building a platform-agnostic application is feasible. Earth Observation Applications Pilot has served to validate certain aspects in real-life scenarios and to progress in the homogenization in some points as CWL or the metadata. But there are still some open topics for future studies like authentication, accounting, cross-platform compatibility issues.